Hey guys, Bryan here again. I know it's been a relatively short amount of time since my last video. I want to try and do these quite frequently, where I yell at you a lot. So today I want to talk about UI and GUI specifically because UI doesn't really talk about what's on the screen, and I want to flesh that out. So UI, it's what you use to get here, your mouse and your keyboard. That's your user interface, and a GUI is like the graphical user interface, what you see on the screen. There's an important difference to me. I mean, you can use them interchangeably, but they're yeah, okay, whatever. Now that's out of the way. I want to talk about UI. Now, if some for some reason you happen to be making a game and you're looking at this, I don't know why you'd be making a game and looking at this like taking some kid's advice, but you know, I don't know. So, anyway, if you're making a game right now and you're trying to make the GUI. There's one thing I want to fucking tell you. Don't fucking follow Far Cry 3's advice. Don't give me a mini map that's like huge and opaque in the corner and it's just like hanging out there and like when I get shot, don't make a giant red opaque thing telling me the direction the enemy is firing, but in a ambiguous way where like the broadest part of it happens to be pointing in the direction in the center of my goddamn screen. Because while I'm in a firefight, I don't know about you, I don't want a giant thing in the middle of my screen blocking my view. And then don't just port your UI over to PC. Why? In Far Cry 3, I remember I haven't played the game in a while. Might have been a patch that fixed it. I don't know. But I remember having to click like 9 times on one thing to do something. That just pissed me the fuck off. And so that's our first point. Don't make your things 100% opaque all the time. Maybe some of the time, but like maybe if I'm getting shot at, make things like a little bit transparent. Not too much so I can't see it, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't put giant shit in the middle of my screen. That's not what I want to see. That just ruins the immersion. I love games without a UI, like Metro Last Light. I love that game to death. The best part of playing that game is not having a UI. Like it really fits well. I like it. I want to play more games without UI because what magical guy knows how many bullets are left in the magazine? I sure don't. When I shoot, I got no fucking clue. I mean, you can count, but like that works with like shotguns where that are plugged to like five. But like, I mean, a light machine gun that has like 150 round magazines. How many people track like that? Nobody. Nobody. Okay. So next point. Use your screen space fucking wisely. I'm looking at you, Oblivion. I'm really looking at you. Because I remember playing on a big TV and like it worked well for console in a way, but it still didn't. But like there's like off to the left here, there'd be like a little box with like 6 things in it, and it was annoying because like 60% of the screen was just left like random. Like it had like a little view of your guy, like what he looked like. I don't give a fuck what he looks like. Everybody wore the best armor anyway because that's kind of the way games go. I mean, I never played for aesthetics. Actually, I wore Dwarven until like level 40, but um, that's not a it's not relevant. Uh, so yeah, use your screen space wisely. Like, do something with it. Give me something to look at. Even if it maybe not be totally relevant, you could put like a map there. Might help. I don't know. Look at Morrowind's system. It had a great UI, a really great UI. It like did stuff with the screen. There was like multiple windows that made sense for being there. I think they were scalable. I'm not sure. They might have been. I never played it on PC, so I couldn't tell you. I never really played it that much to begin with. Like a couple weeks maybe when I was 9. And yeah, third point that I want to talk about UI. Don't put something stupid in there. Fallout 3. Yeah, Again, looking at you. Looking at you. Fallout 3. Don't do the every time because I remember like having to constantly go back and forth at one point in that game, and I remember doing this like 9 times, and it probably added a full minute to the game where he goes. Nobody in real life raises their arm this slow. I don't know. When I look at my watch, I just look down. Like, and the Pip Boy screen is like yay big, so like he could probably just go like this down at his arm. He didn't have to like. Yeah, just don't do stuff like that or like little silly animations to like show me that. Like, I get that he's raising his arm and you wanted to like do that for immersion, but in the end run, it just like made you not immersed because it was like, who the fuck raises their arm like that? Or I'm waiting 1.5 like 1.5 to 2 seconds every time I press start or B or whatever the hell it was in that game. I think it was start. I don't remember. Um, or like I can't remember any because like nobody does that. Nobody puts animations. I'm sure there's others out there where like you press a button and it's like animation that I don't want to look at because I'm pressing the start button. I think that weird game with the pinatas that are animals. Yeah, I think that had one where like you would press the start button and like a caterpillar would crawl across the screen, and I'd be like, for fuck's sake, this is like the 10th time in 2 minutes that I press start. I don't want to see my caterpillar friend. Maybe if I'm losing and I'm not doing very well, yeah, he might comfort me as he slithers across the screen. Just don't do it. Um, Fifth, uh, I think we're on the fifth point. Are we in the fourth or the fifth? Whatever. I lost track, so I'm just gonna stop counting now. Um, don't like. I'm trying to think of words to express this. Don't make your UI hard like with submenus. Don't give me submenus upon submenus. You know that song where it's like racks on racks on racks. What the hell game was it? I don't even remember. Games with that are shitty. There's so much shit that I critique that like little mechanics that I lose track. So um like with submenus, don't get especially on console. Don't give me 10,000 submenus to scroll through every time I want to do something because that's just annoying. I don't want to do that. Like okay, Fallout 3. I remember like I got like carpal I mean you get carpal tunnel from that, but like I have nightmares of going back and forth between shit. Again, it was a good game. Has its flaws. I guess I'm picking on that game today. Um and just don't do clunky things like that. Next point. Text entry. If you're gonna have text entry on console, do something cool with it. Don't give me the stock goddamn virtual keyboard from the Xbox. If there's a way you can avoid that, which I'm fucking pretty damn sure there is because I know some programming languages, got some experience. You can do something. Something. There was the game with the twirly thing where it like up the spiral. That was awesome. Do that again. Do something like that. Don't go and then I gotta like around the screen. I don't want to do that. It's boring. It's annoying. It takes 10 years to put my name in. My name's Bryan. It's 5 letters. 5 letters. I can't imagine like if my name was like Stefano, like what I would be doing. Although those letters might be close to each other. I'm not maybe, but like still. Um there's got to be something else I got to say about this because I really hope like someone watching this video is like making a game like I did in high school a couple times, just shitty little games that didn't make sense. They were fun to do. Um, there's like these things that like I learned in the process that I've looked at, and I want to pass that knowledge on to you. So I guess we'll end here. So we're gonna recap. So, number one, don't do annoying things, such as opaque indicators in the middle of my screen, giant mini maps that don't really mean anything anyway, because the Far Cry 3 mini map, it didn't. I still don't know what the fuck it was trying to tell me. It showed roads and like stuff. And that was it. Um, Two, I believe, was use your screen space wisely. If you have giant amounts of screen space that are nothing, that happen to be frozen images of what the player was doing, don't do that. Put something there. Do something with said space. Three, uh, don't like do things that are convenient for both console and PC users. I don't even remember my points now. I'm sorry. Um, like don't give me these on PC. Don't give me these